Welcome back to Play by Play. I am here with Tyler as part of the paternity series today. We're playing the simple game of war. Your wife also laughed at the paternity series. I said that in front of, I think, Owen. He was like, that's what it is. Yeah, these are all pre-recorded. Some sooner than others.
I just felt like the next thing to say, we're here for the paternity test. Hi, Tyler.
Hi,
You're like, oh no, what's happening?
Could you imagine if this is how your wife decided to tell you?
That would be
that would be the worst
thing of all time.
No, we're just playing war today. Standard game. We each have half the deck. I told Tyler before we started filming, we have a built-in scapegoat, so this game doesn't potentially go on forever. Once we get to it, I'll say it to you. Game is simple though, so we'll just start. First card is Queen of 7, and I take those. I want you to know, I was thinking of talking points for during this.
Yeah.
And the first one was like, oh yeah, Tyler's been in war. What's that like? And I was like, oh no.
No, I mean, specifically, the closest thing I've ever been to an actual conflict. I don't know, does it get weird to talk about that?
Well, they know that you're a service member, so I'm sure it's...
Well, the closest thing I ever got, so you understand, I was in the Navy, so the Navy really doesn't go and do anything, and I never had any job. So we're going to start this off with a terrible story of I went to a meeting I wasn't supposed to go to.
Good start.
So if you ever want to look up an absolutely horrible situation, look up Yemen.
Oh, no, okay, never mind.
It's very specifically how the U.S. is friends with the leading party in Yemen, and essentially how I got told that why we were going over to do things in Yemen was over a lunch. Basically, the leader of Yemen was like, "Hey, we want America to come in when we're getting rid of these rebels." And we just want to make sure that you're keeping us to the code of war, that we're like not executing prisoners and stuff. And I was already like, I'm not supposed to be here. The first sentence there.
What do you mean we're supposed to make sure you don't kill prisoners? Why can't you make sure?
That was the great thing there. But essentially, we armed up. We got all of the aircraft loaded with ordnance, and we were dropping bombs pretty much. And I was in I was in air control at this time, so I was really just kind of like, jets were going off, barely communicating with me, but I was watching them. I got to watch a bunch of stuff happen, so that was great. We had the drones up with the cameras, so that was fun. But essentially, that was the closest I got, was sending the planes off, talking to them, and then talking to them when they came back, and then watching it.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you got to go on the, what was it, Ferrari roller coaster?
No, that was after. That was the, that was like the port after that, as we went to Ferrari World.
Amazing. So it all works out, kids.
It all works out. You go over and you bomb Yemen like 24 times on 4th of July, and then you go to Ferrari World.
Yeah. God, they're going to use that in recruitment videos for years to come, baby.
Right? No, that was truly, I did something before that with piracy. War! Wait,
we're going to war.
We're going to war.
All right, so we're going to do 3 cards. Speed it up. And highest card on war takes it.
War.
What did I lose? Let's for posterity. No! I lost a king and an ace. Oh my god. This is the worst day of my life.
This is the worst day of your life? Yeah. Let's talk about Yemen.
Yeah, let's talk. Well, I wasn't in Yemen. I just remember anytime we'd be like, oh, how's the Navy? You'd be like, well, me and my friends did an escape room that for the first half hour we didn't think was an escape room. We thought we got abducted.
That is true. That is 100%. And for people who don't know about that one, we went to go do an escape room in Malaysia, and they handcuffed us in chains and then walked us into a dark room with no lights. And you have to understand that this was in the back of a dance studio. So we got to the place, and it was a dance studio, and they're like, oh yeah, that's in the back. And the guy's like, okay, cool, here's the handcuffs. And they chained us and put us in the prison cells back there. My first thought was, yeah, this is it. This is where...
We made a terrible error.
We made a terrible error. But luckily, we were like around the corner from like the street that had all the bars. So I knew like half the ship was over there. So worst case scenario, we would just
Yell really loud.
yell real loud or text someone from the ship because we could actually hit the Wi-Fi from the bars.
I don't know anything good on these.
But the fun little speech of after Yemen was we had, I believe it was the Marine commanding officer go over the loudspeakers. And the fun part of this is I knew that half the ship didn't know what had happened.
Good.
They just knew stuff got really
Best way
serious
for
for like a
something to
little bit. And he goes, "Hey guys, we want to let you know there was a lot of bad people out there, and you took care of a lot of them."
Not all of them.
No, a lot of them. And I just know that there was some cook in the like cookies like, we did what now? That's what was going on?
I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worse to hear like that or if it's like you got most of them.
Well, my ship had like the most interesting thing probably to happen to a Navy ship for a while until a year later, but we're not going to talk about that.
What?
We actually had a fishing boat run into us, like straight hit our ship.
Oh God.
And our captain got in trouble because it was, you know, a ship got that close to us and then ran into us. What if they were, you know, a bad person?
Yeah.
And the whole thing was, it turns out it was a captain and his first mate, and his first mate was a junkie.
Good.
And he had passed out on watch, and the ship just drove right at our ship. And the main thing that he got in trouble for is they hailed him on the radio multiple times that we should have just shot him. And my captain's like, "Nah, we're like really close to the U.S. Chances are this is just a dude not paying attention."
Ooh,
Oh,
war.
Oh, well, I hope I don't lose this one.
Good to know. Ooh, good to know.
Oh,
Perfect.
Lost a queen, an ace, and a 5.
Oh, all the things I lost last round.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We're just trading back.
We're back to even.
But yeah, so the captain actually brought an article to the meeting after that because we had to do a debrief about it. That said that certain ships, if they're large enough metal, the autopilot will mistake the magnetism to the ship and pull it towards it.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't remember the full, but that's essentially what the end result always goes. This is why I think it happened.
It just got magnetized to the hull.
Yeah, and then the commanding officer of the I believe it was up San Diego at the time came out and basically said, "Hey, we're not going to fire your captain." That's what he said.
He's on thin ice.
Shout out to Captain Ruth.
Bro, we're gonna see a horrible
Call sign
article.
babe. Oh, there was. This was a huge deal. This was like not a secret thing or anything. This was a civilian ship ran into military ship, and it was just like, oh yeah, that's crazy.
Oof.
That's enough of my my weird sea stories. I don't know how far like I'm gonna accidentally start saying stuff that shouldn't be talked
Yeah.
about.
When does it become classified?
If it's not been released to the public, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. I have not been to war. I took a civilian job, but I have been playing Battlefield 6. So it's basically the same
thing. When I did my first shooting range, the guy basically goes, "I just want to let you guys know this is essentially just Call of Duty."
Mm-hmm.
War. So just shoot like it's a video game. I was like, all right, cool.
Double war!
Double war in this economy? Who are we? Oh.
That's so rough.
That was rough.
Well,
I feel like I lost everything.
I lost no good cards.
That's yeah, I lost actually no good. I didn't lose any face cards. Let's rephrase that.
You lost that queen.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah, that was all for numbers. That meant nothing. But I've been playing Battlefield 6 recently. And
Yeah.
There's a story mode. There always is. And you want something bad. They have to keep it ambiguous because they can't be pro or anti-war in any given state. And there's just a bit at the end where it's like, oh yeah, you're what's her title? I don't want to say signal person, but it's the person that's like, these are your orders.
Sure. I mean, I was gonna say CO or the probably just officer in charge of that situation.
Yeah. It was like Signal or Dispatch or something. But it's like, oh yeah, she was working with Pax Armada, the bad guys, the whole time, and she's like, well, so's you. Ooh.
Isn't that like every like Call of Duty though? Is your
Every single time, yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the end, she's like, that guy you've been working with the CIA, and he's also in on it. And then the game ends, and I was like, I wish they could just give me like a clear evil person, and not that Scottish guy that I killed halfway through the campaign. Because they're like, this is for the guy that we killed in the prologue, and I was like, oh
yeah, that guy.
I don't really care. You guys can give me time to. Can't believe I got all your number cards, and you've stolen 3 face cards from me.
Have you ever played Spec Ops: The Line?
War on Aces is terrible.
It's wild.
Well, yeah. What'd you win? No!
Yay, and I kept my queen.
Alright. I have not. I don't think I've played any Spec Ops games.
If I remember right, that's the one that's got like a really like interesting plot. Like at the end of it, you were just like, oh, this was essentially you're the bad guy at the end of it.
I love that for us.
Like, you're never gonna play this song. I'm basically giving it a bit, but basically, it turns out like the end, like the bad guy, like you made up, is just you. You're doing all the bad things.
Great.
And you're just like, oh, well, all right. Sure.
No, I've never been big on war games. This is the first one. It's because my wife wanted to play Battlefield. Well, the closest was I would always play Zombies, and that one was easy because it was the Nazis. It was always the Nazis.
They're always the bad guys. Trust me.
And then this time it's just like it's this European faction called Pax Armada, and they're technically not funded by the CIA. But we won't talk about this.
That's the part we don't talk about.
Thanks for letting me win.
Yeah, you're welcome.
War on Aces.
I mean, I have a lot of face cards, so this is a chance of me losing them all.
Well, you got no good cards for me.
Oh,
you kept all your good cards.
My good cards.
All right.
Oh, thanks for that too.
Yep. Back and forth it goes. Yeah, I like playing shoot 'em up games. It's just not. I'm just like, I don't know who's the bad guy anymore. I'm kind of just playing.
Stop being ambiguous about those guys.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is we'll always when we were doing train scenarios, country orange. Every military person knows what I'm talking about. Country orange right now. The ambiguous country that happens to be over in the Middle East, but not a Middle East country.
Oh no! I'm trying to guess.
Well, it's like a mishmash of all of that. Like it is, it's whatever country is the actual country we're like this close to going at something.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, I think it's even been like an Asian country once or twice for us during the train scenarios, but it's never, we're never stating who it is because that would be like, hey, we're trained specifically for this one country. Probably shouldn't say that.
That makes sense. That makes sense to not antagonize nations directly.
Now, a fun little story.
War.
Oh, and I got to shuffle my cards to get this last one.
You gotta be the jack.
So we had a guy from Tennessee. Shout out Tennessee for this. And we were doing a joint operation, and this is no crazy thing. We give tags to ever all the. You got a king. Just like, okay, you're a commercial air, you're a CA, right?
Yeah.
For commercial air. He had mistakenly done a slur.
Good.
For the country who was doing the joint operation with us that we're sending all of those tracks to looking at their screen.
Great.
I'm not going to say what it was or anything like that because obviously that's a whole thing. But it was hilarious explaining to him. He's like, but that's just a blah, blah. We're like, no.
No, buddy, no.
No.
You can't.
It wasn't like a super bad one or anything, but it was definitely just a shortening of a country's name into like kind of what you would say during a war to not say nice things. You're like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Italians.
No, it was a very very friendly country that I'm not saying.
Great.
It was not gonna that road. Stop almost going down terrible things with all your stories. Stop interrupting yourself.
Oh, How dare you be in war? War on
War.
6s. We're getting a lot more wars than I genuinely thought we were going to. Well,
Yay!
are you kidding me?
Yay!
Sucks.
This is the second or third time that I've done war and kept my aces because of it.
I've lost so many face cards to war. Cool.
Yeah.
It's yours. Once you reshuffle, we'll be on turn 4, and then we can implement
The discard roll.
the end game. So essentially, to make sure that we're not playing for 2 hours, anytime after this that you reshuffle, you do have to discard 2 cards from your hand, because we don't have infinite soldiers.
Not no look discard or like.
Just get 2 of your choice. No, yeah, just like top 2.
Okay.
You can do it before or after shuffling. I'm not too picky. We're making this up. W-A-R-4. Oh my goodness, what did you... Oh, there's my other queen. I have 2 face cards left.
Yeah.
I'm not doing well. Because there's a very good chance, I only have 2 kings and an ace, there's a very good chance that I'll discard them. Do you want me to discard face up to the death pile?
Sure. That way that
So 2 I'm discarding are a 9.
I was be wild if it.
If it was both an aces, then
You're both your
I'd
face
cry.
cards.
Well, no, I'm keeping this. Fantastic.
And
You'll discard it.
I'll discard 2 cards.
I have a very distinct memory. I was telling Tyler, this rule is implemented because one time, me and my cousin Renato genuinely played war for an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. Because it came down to the fact that one of us would always end up with 2 aces and a king. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. And then, you just win the cards back. The other fun fact about that is that our grandfather had micro decks of cards that were about that big. So it was just 2 teenagers playing with the tiniest deck of cards you could imagine.
Oh, fun.
And both of us wanted to leave, but neither of us wanted to lose.
So I just want to point out something that I discarded a 4 and a queen, and then we just did.
You won it back,
Yeah.
And I won January 6th.
I believe that part. You were at January 6th.
There's a guy from here that was at January 6th.
Could you imagine?
He's back in. He was arrested. He was pardoned by Donald Trump, and then I think within 3 months he was back in jail for beating his wife to death.
Wild story.
And everyone went, "I can't believe that happened." And I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
you had to assume."
My favorite thing though is that there was someone there who had no idea what was going on.
Oh.
Just like, what's the National Guard?
There were some Asian tourists just trying to see the White House.
Right?
They're like,
Someone who doesn't understand.
"We're going on tour?" And that's like, yeah, we're going on tour.
When I was in Japan, one of the debrief things when we got there, you're doing like an orientation. Hey, these are Japanese cultures. Here's some basic phrases for you to know. Like, hey, excuse me, where's the bathroom? That kind of stuff. But she goes, hey, I just want to let you know right now, there's like a big political thing going on. And
I don't know if it's on the GoPro or not. I just lost an ace and a jack from my 10 card pile.
And she goes, hey, just to let you know, there's a big big political unrest going on right now about this transition, and you are just steer away from it.
Good. Okay. It gets me something.
Oh, you got a king?
I kept all of the kings.
You got 3 kings now.
Just like Jesus. I'm about to lose them. I have 2 cards left.
And I just remember walking down the street, and there was something going on. And I'm like, oh my god, did I accidentally walk into something political going on right now? I don't think I did, but there was actually a chance that there was, because there was the band going around with like the horns on top, or and stuff, and people are just like going crazy, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay. WAR4. No!
That's a wild.
No!
That's a wild.
That's all of my good cards. Well, this will be over shortly. I have 5 left. Well, we're near the end game on this. Well,
we're getting there.
Well, I've got 3 left.
I'm so
I have
glad.
to discard 2 of them. I'll end this game with at least 2 cards. Oh, thank you. Okay. so I will still have 4 cards once all said up. You have not had to reshuffle
That's a
once.
while.
This is bullshit. This was a horrible rule I willingly made up. Okay, those are my low cards. I have a king.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. Shit. Oh no, it's gonna be a 2 or a 7. With Mercy, I would like to not have to discard 2 prior to this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. There's all the kings.
Thanks.
Please. End it. Strike me
I don't know
down.
what I have left at this point.
I'm not discarding anymore. I need this. It's not gonna matter in 2 minutes. 7. There you go. Here's another. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Easy win.
That went surprisingly faster than I thought
Yeah.
it was going to.
Thank goodness. That has been the simple game of war. War really does end sometimes. John Lennon was right. We will see you guys next week for post-match. We'll see you later.
Are we gonna leave out with the John Lennon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.